We will be looking at this passage of Scripture not only this week, but next week. In my sermon preparation, I'm really going on two tracks. We've been looking at the concept of sheep and the good shepherd. We've been looking at the responsibility that elders have to you as sheep, and the responsibility you have as sheep to others in this church family. Recently, we've also been looking at God and who God is. And so today, we look at the name of God. You know that there are over 100 different names for God in the Scriptures. I'm going to speak about 50 of them tonight. Just check. This is a marvelous passage. Genesis chapter 22, the background on this. God has promised to Abraham and Sarah a son. Abraham and Sarah did not wait for God to give them a son, so Abraham took matters into his own hands, and he had a son by the servant Hagar, who gave birth to Ishmael. Because they disobeyed God, this is a little bit simplistic, but the heart of it is true. But because Abraham and Sarah disobeyed God, they didn't have faith in God, Abraham took things into his own hands and planned to have a child with Hagar. But much of the fighting for the last 2,000 years in the Middle East between the Arabs and the Jews goes back to the promise of the land. That God had promised Abraham through the child of the covenant, Isaac, not Ishmael. I may make a couple of comments as we read this week and next week. But it's a marvelous passage. Let's hear God's word in Genesis chapter 22. And it came to pass after these things that God did prove Abraham, or test Abraham. And he said to Abraham, he said, Here am I. He said, Take thou thy son, thine only son, whom thou lovest, even Isaac, and get thee to the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains, which I will tell you. I want you to notice that Abraham responds immediately. He doesn't think about it. He doesn't ask other people's opinions. He doesn't put it on his calendar for a week later, but immediately he rose early in the morning, saddled his ass, and took two of his young men with him. I want you to pay attention to the neglect two men that went with him. They're very important in the story. And Isaac, his son, and he clave the wood for the burnt offering and rose up and went to the place which God had told him. And on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes. 3 days. I wonder what you and I would be thinking as Abraham those 3 days. I wonder if there were times when maybe thought we turned back. I wonder what Isaac thought, as this was a strange action that his father was taking. On the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the face of Allah. And Abraham said unto his young men, listen. Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder. We will worship and come to you again. But wait a minute. God told Abraham that he's going to be offering up Isaac. And yet Abraham says to his young servant, stay here. I, the lad, will worship, and we will return to you. There are some scholars who believe that Abraham's faith in God wasn't just that he was going to supply another sacrifice. He had no idea at that time. There are some scholars who believe that Abraham's faith was so deep that Abraham was going to sacrifice his son, that Abraham believed that God would resurrect him. That's part of the story in the law and Moses. So Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering, he laid it upon Isaac his son. He took in his hand the fire and the knife, and they put both of them together. And Isaac spoke unto Abraham his father. And he said, my father. And he said, here am I, my son. He said, behold, the fire and the wood. But where is the lamb for the burnt offering? Now, I don't know whether Isaac thought because his father was of an age, maybe he forgot to bring the lamb. And Abraham said, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. And so they went both of them together. Now when Abraham said God's going to provide the lamb for the offering, he didn't know how much food he really was. He didn't know. He didn't have a vision. God didn't tell him. The last word he had from God was that he was going to offer his son Isaac as an offering. And so Abraham built the altar there, laid the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar on the wood. Sometimes when we think about this story, we think of Isaac being just a young boy, a young man. But again, there's evidence and there's belief that Isaac may have been in his 20s when this all happened. Certainly bold enough to fight against God as he was about to be laid upon the wood of sacrifice. And Abraham stretched forth his hand. Get the picture? Stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son, and the angel of Jehovah called upon him out of heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham. Said it twice. There is something in the South, I'm not sure whether it's practiced in Western Pennsylvania. My grandmother being from the South and my mother being from the South always knew they were in trouble when they were called by their first and middle name. Robin Dale. God said, Abraham, right? He says, lay not thy hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto them, for now I know that thou fearest God, seeing that thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son from me. And Abraham lifted up his eyes, and he looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught by thorns. And Abraham went, took the ram, offered it up for a burnt offering, and slain his son. And Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah Jireh. And it is said to this day, in the mountain of Jehovah, it shall be provided. And the angel of Jehovah called unto Abraham the second time out of heaven, and said, by myself have I seen thee, said Jehovah, because thou hast done this, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and multiply thy seed as the stars of the heavens, and as the sand which is upon the seashore. And thy seed, Isaac's seed, Abraham's seed, shall possess the gate of heaven. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast given the gate of heaven. Please pray. Father, thank you for these words. May they take root in our hearts today. In Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. What in God's name Names are significant. It is always a big deal when someone calls you by name or knows you by name. And it is the thing that we all try to remember. I've known people over the years that have had difficulty with names. They may come up to Terry and say, "Please forgive me. Hey, you." Names are very important. A name also reveals character. For example, when was the last time you heard someone say, "Well, she has a really good name in the industry"? It's not just what you call someone, but what they are. And the same goes for God. The Bible calls him by many names. Each has a story, and each reveals a different aspect of God's character. Many names for God in the Scriptures. So, very quickly, we talked about a number of weeks ago the existence of God and the proofs or the arguments for the existence of God. If you remember, I said that there is a first clause argument, that everything has a beginning. The exception of God, who created everything. Everything has a beginning. And again, I remember to tell you that even those scientists who believe in the Big Bang Theory about the gases that were in existence in the universe that exploded and came to be, all of that information, but I have one question which is that needs to know where did all those gases come from? Who created that? And then the designer, that everything that we see has been designed and has been made. This microphone, as you look at it and as it is useful, we know that somebody designed that, somebody made that, it didn't spontaneously appear one day. The third argument is that there is an inward common morality among all people, among all nations, among all tribes, for thousands of years. It's always wrong to murder. It's always wrong to commit incest. It's always wrong to steal. Where did that common moral compass come from? It came from God. Everyone believes in a higher power. Everyone believes that there is a higher being, a higher power. We call that person Jehovah God. And then we talk about the attributes of God, the characteristics of God. We looked at the communicable and incommunicable attributes. The communicable attributes are those things that we share with God. God is a God of love. We can be a God of love. God is forgiving. We can be forgiving. Right? Those are things that we have in common with God creating us. But then there are the incommunicable attributes. Don't you wish sometimes you could be two places at once? God can and God is more than one place at the same time. God is all powerful. God is omniscient. God is holy. We can't wrap our heads around that. God is all. So what is the significance of the name Jehovah? Jehovah God. When we use the name of God, we aren't talking about the corn farmer down the road. We're not talking about that person who picks up our trash. Not even children and relatives. Trivialize the names of those people, if you will, but do not trivialize the name of Jehovah God. It is not uncommon these days to hear someone make a rude or unsavory statement and then tag it with the end of the statement by God. Suffice it to say that such utterance trivializes the name of God. God takes notice. It is irreverent. It is disrespectful. It is not an antiquated idea that God's name is to be respected. Third commandment was taken so seriously by Israel that at the time that the scribes would even write the name Jehovah, Yahweh, before they would write the word Yahweh, they would take a bath and change the clothes. Write the word Jehovah. But that wasn't enough. God's name is so holy and so reverent that they took another bath. And it wasn't as easy, right? Stepping into my showers or again, they respected the word of God. Many, many names for Jehovah, linked to Jehovah. You know the first one, Jehovah Wahai. The Lord is my shepherd. God's word reveals his character by telling us that God treats us as the sheep the shepherd does. If you were paying attention in Genesis 22, we talked about this in Jehovah Jireh, the Lord is the rock. Jehovah Rapha, the Lord who heals. Many, many things we learn just by the name of God. According to the Hebrew Bible, we encounter the burning bush back in Exodus. Moses asked what he used to say to the Israelites when they asked what gods Elohim have sent him to them, and Yahweh replies. And I was thinking about this as I was thinking that God's response to use young people's language. This is so cool. What is your name? God says, I am who I am. I am who I am. Say this to the people of Israel. I am has sent me. One of the common problems today dealing with God's name and God's character. That God's name and the existence of God, many of you with grandchildren know that there's a Build-A-Bear workshop. You build your own bear, whatever color eyes, nose, ears, and all of that. And there are a lot of people who build their own God. Let me give you an example. God is a personal God. God is not a force. One of the things that make my ears perk up is I've heard people over the years say to me, in a time of a crisis, challenge, they'll say, Elaine, I'm sending you good vibes. And I think, what the heck does that mean? Good vibes. God is not a force. God is apart from us. He is above us. And I was talking in my Bible study here on Wednesday, one of the songs that played here. You need to examine some of the words sometimes. The music is always good. I think of the song by Hillsong. What a wonderful name it is, the name of Jesus. And at the beginning of that song, which we pray here, it says the following. God didn't want heaven without us. So he brought heaven down. God doesn't need us. God loves us. He created us. God doesn't really want us in the sense that we talk about wanting. So here are the examples. I've heard in my 20 years of ministry, by the way, I believe next month in July is the 40th anniversary of my ordination. 40 years. And I have, by the way, I have very, very liberal chaplain supervisor who didn't like what I believed, who said to me many, many years ago in his office, Rob, you're going to never make it in this. But I thank God for that. But in my 40 years, I've heard people say, well, My God would never do that. Have you ever heard people say that? My God would never do that. Jehovah's Witnesses, they come to your house and say you have a Pepsi, you have a dog, and you have a cat. Yes? And they say to you, would you put your cat in the oven? Turn it on for a moment. And you say, of course not. Well, do you think God would do that with people? That's God's word talks about that. I can only believe in a God who doesn't exist. They're acting like God is their creator, but He's not. God said, all you need to know about me, I am who I am. So when we turn to the New Testament, we often miss this. These are the 7 I ams in Jesus. Jesus says, I am the bread of life. I am the light of the world. I am the door. I am the good shepherd. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the vine. So what did Jesus mean when He said these things? Well, we tend to focus on, right? The shepherd, the way, the vine, the bread. But listen, here's the real focus. The real focus is on the first couple of words, which mean little to us in our conversations. I'm hungry, or I'm thirsty. But when Jesus said, I am, He was referring to the fact that He was God. John 8:58, Jesus said, and verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. Before Abraham was, I am. Secondly, Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God, another name for God, Elohim, created the heavens and the earth. Elohim, well, just that one word for God, is mentioned 2,300 times in the Bible. Elohim. Next week, for the video, some of you may remember years ago, Stanley Patty, recorded a song called El Shaddai. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, all shaking their head. We're going to play that. God of these. So the I am ending in Elohim. Make you all a little bit of a deeper scholar. The I am ending is plural. During Christmas time, we often talk about cherubim and seraphim. By the way, the Hebrew is pronounced he, I and he. The cherubim and seraphim, the angels. That's plural. And so in God's name of Elohim, there is the revelation of the Trinity. I am who I am, but in Elohim, God reveals Himself in 3 persons. In Genesis 1:26, God said, He doesn't say, let me make man, let us make man in our own image, according to our likeness. Now, in a world where everybody tends to be focusing on pronouns, we need to look at these pronouns. God said, let us make man in our image. God is revealed to us in 3 persons. We need to respect God's name. And when I hear people, when I hear politicians, when I hear people say, my God, and they say it in such a way, it's just a tagline or something for emphasis, because it's disrespectful, it is irreverent to use God's name in that way. I close with this story. There was a story of a young man who was going off to college. And one day, his father gave him a credit card, a piece of plastic with the father's name on it. He gave it, he says, he gave it to me to use in case of an emergency, which was good, because I had an emergency the first time I ran out of gas. And so emergency was defined in his mind as any time I needed gas. But then he says one day something happened. I was experiencing an emergency. I happened to bring a bag of tacos and soda to the counter. And the clerk asked me if I wanted to use credit card today. So now, the emergency was redefined to include every time I needed snacks. Which turned into any time my buddies and I needed snacks or soda. I bet I charged hundreds of dollars for that card over the years. And you know what? I never even thought twice about it. He then asked the question, what do you think my father would have done if he had fought? And my guess is he did. If the credit card bill comes in. So I was watching this court case this week of this young girl going over to another girl's house for 3 days to stay overnight. And the visiting girl went into the makeup part where she was visiting. They were having some pictures taken that day. She wanted to put on makeup. And her mother had told her at her age, no makeup. So she thought it would be nice to be able to put that on and have a picture taken. And in the school, they were offering a prize, which is not a good idea. The best picture. Best person. What was interesting in this court case was the judge asked her, do you think your mom was going to find out? She said no, because I was going to wipe cloths before I went home. And the judge said, well, what about the pictures? When the pictures would come to the house, we can misuse God's name. Here's the reason I bring this up. You see, this is a clear example of doing something that was wrong. That he was misusing his father's name. He was misusing what it represents. He was misusing the power and the authority that that God gave. What if I told you that many people today do a similar thing to God? I would venture to say that many people don't think twice about misusing God's name. More on God's name is great. Father, you have revealed yourself to us in your name. You have revealed yourself to us in your name and what you do for us, the Lord our shepherd, the Lord our healer, the Lord our peace, our Shaddai, the Lord who provides, Jehovah Jireh. So, Lord, give us a fresh look upon your name, upon your prayer. We may be eternally thankful for who you are and you have revealed yourself to us. What a great answer, Lord. I am who I am. We thank you. You have created us, that you have put us in this place at this time by your love. In the name of Christ.